Fallout Fanatics, and welcome to the continuation of Let's Build a Crap Heap here at the Tenpines Bluffington, and everything's acting a little all wonky because I got my jetpack ring still activated. So let's go ahead and get rid of that bad boy. There we go. So, why did I have that active? Because I just came back from Fa Haba. Now you might be wondering, what am I doing back there? It's because after this we are headed back to Far Harbor to do another build. One of you had requested a while ago settlement at the sawmill, sawmill in Far Harbor. And I haven't forgotten, just got a little preoccupied with other stuff, and this kind of jumped in line because everybody seemed to be very excited about it, especially me, to do the whole no mods thing. But don't worry, I did not forget. After that, we are going to Nuka World because there was a request for that as well to build at the dam, and I'm going to fulfill that. So we're going to do that, and then after that, we are going to be going to Vault 88. I have never done a live build at the Vault. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. The person who requested it wanted to see some sort of, I don't know, Institute type build, which I have done in the past, an actual Vault 88 Institute build on the PlayStation 4. So that was eons ago when I was extremely limited. And of course, when we get back to those, I'm going to be using mods. So, yeah, the whole non-modded thing isn't meant to be around forever. So we're just trying to create the illusion that we got some supports here. Obviously, I just want to make sure that that's not sticking up perfecto, because otherwise it just looks kind of wonky that this thing is floating. And of course, that's going to be right in the middle of what we're trying to do. So we're gonna grab that little doer, and we're gonna bring it on over here. So that we can move that guy over. And I don't know where the world that went. We're just gonna do that, and where did it go? Is that it? No, that's the one that's been there. Where the heck did... Oh, what are you doing down there? Crazy, crazy. Alright. So anyway, yeah. So, don't worry. For those of you who've been putting in requests, I don't forget you peoples. I just... got a lot going on. There's also the request that was in not too long ago as well about me doing a tutorial video on all the mods I have. Don't worry, I have not forgotten you either. That will be coming up sometime in the near future as well. I just have so many different things going on, and just trying to keep this constantly going. The Let's Build series kind of occupies a lot of my time, so I don't always have the time to get into do all these other little side projects, but I am going to do that because it has been quite a while since I've done an update on how many mods or what mods I am using, etc., etc. So that will eventually come along. Now this little doer right here, I am not going to really put too many walls on it, I don't think. I think I'm actually just going to kind of leave it the way it is, and then we're just going to fill it with some junk like that to kind of help tie in all of this here. So for now, we're just going to ignore that. The houses, as you know, I decorate at the end, so we're just going to kind of leave that as is. And we built our thingamabobber over here. And let me turn this off before I forget. And I was thinking about doing some upper layers as well, because I like bridges. But I don't know where I want to put them just yet, so I think to start, we're going to work on maybe some walkway here. Yeah, that looks about right. Obviously, we want to vary things up a little bit. If my voice sounds a little hoarse, don't worry, I'm not sick or anything. I just ate some spicy ramen. For those of you who've been with me for a while, know that that's fairly common occurrence. I do like me some spice. Alright, that's a little too repetitive. So let's switch that up. What do we have for here? Do kind of like that, but that's too big. And we don't have a small version of that. And why is this the only one that has wood in it? Like, what the fudge? So, we're gonna skip that for now. And I think I haven't used any of these in a while, so let's take that out and let's throw one of these doors in there. And gotta kind of vary things up. These are just too nice looking, so that's why I haven't really been using those. Let's go into the barn. I do like the barn ones. Yeah, these ones definitely jive a little better. Cool, so now we've got that. We've got this massive corner over here that I'm thinking we kind of need some sort of guard tower. And I think I'm going to have to change the design here in this corner. So, since I don't have access to, like the guard mats, which apparently are mods, I have to figure out how to incorporate one of these. I mean, I could just plop this in here, I suppose. So let's play around. Oops, a doodle. We can take that. Oh yeah, let's leave the bottom layer. Kind of like that. So let's get this in here, like so. Nice. So we have a gap, which actually, yeah, we could just fill that in with a piece of wall section. That's not that big a deal. Most importantly, though, we want to be able to come out here to there, so we can look that way and over that way. Nice. And of course, that doesn't make it to the ground. So, oh, that's not the end of the world, though, because we do have our walkway here. We can find some sort of platform or decking or something to come up over there, I think. But before we get to that, let's fill in that section of wall here. Let's go for a little barn action. And let's see, we want, no, there we go. A little bit of that. And then let's see what happens if we put this in place. Yeah, see, that just gets to be too tall. It doesn't look right now. Yeah, because we got that funky angle. So, what do we do? Let's take that guy out. You know what? I got an idea. Let's see, will this lock in place? Ooh! There we go. Now we're getting something here. Never thought of doing that before. Let's see, let's try putting this guy over here and see how that looks. Oh no! That's terrible. That won't work. But this one actually kind of works. Looks a little weird, but kind of like it. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. All right, let's see if I can get back in here. Oh no, we're stuck. Ruh-roh. Let's see, maybe we can hop up here and hop up here. There we go. Yeah, there's old Longfellow. He's been following me around because, like I said, I just came from Far Harbor. And I haven't told him to get lost, so he's going to be kicking around, bugging us for a while. Alright, let's try just sticking that there for now. Let's play around here. I have no idea what I am doing, so we're just going to kind of do as we've been doing and just wang it. And let's see. Nah. Alright, let's try the concrete steps. See if we have any better luck with them. Do these lock? Nope. Only that way, of course. Only that way. We do have the scaffolding. Stairs. We do have kind of a short guy here. Really? Oh, look, Bethesda. Killing me, Smalls. 5 interwebs, if you know that reference. You don't get a lot because that's a very popular one. Nope. Nothing. Well, what about the other things? The ramps. What about them? Really? Right. I don't know what I want to do, though. This corner's kind of killing me. I mean, I do kind of have an idea. Let's take that guy out for the moment. And let's see. Let's go back into here. Let's do maybe that just for now to get us some setup here. Let's see, what do we have in here? Can this lock? Ooh, that locks good. Okay. So, ooh, that's so close to that house. Is it touching? It's like just touching it. Maybe we do that instead. And let's see. Let's put something like that and like that. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of randomly throwing some schmutz in here, trying to see what jives. Why there's so much of a gap there? I'd get it because of the framework, I guess. Okay. Just had to think about it. That's something I don't do a lot of thinking. So let's put that in there. Let's play around. Let's put that there. And can we build like that? No. Okay. Let's get a section of floor first. Get, yeah, one of these dudes. Can you connect like that? You can. Perfect. So let's put that there. Get some framework. I've been framed. And, okay. Kind of liking that. Now, obviously, we gotta fill that in and connect all of that. So, let's put that. So, let's see how close to this fence can we get before it gets awkward. Let's try a little door. How does that look? Oh, fudge. Well, we can probably hoop this on over. I won't tell if you won't. And let's throw this little guy in here. Alright, we're sticking through just a smidgen. We'll give it a few more little love taps. Nice. Alright, and then we got this gap over here, which looks like it might work a little better. Let's take this guy. Put that there. Of course, we gotta scooch this on over to pretending that we're using mats and pillars, whatever, to make this all work. And yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, we need some framework for this guy here, like so. And we gotta, unfortunately, scooch this on over a few more love taps. And one more. We'll scooch that guy. Scooch that. There we go. Now we're making it. Okay. What's that? Ooh, that's terrible. Maybe we'll leave that little indent there. Maybe we'll put another little set of stairs here for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Like that. That, yeah, sort of becomes a little visible, but not really anything you want to write home and complain about. And if you do, I'm sorry, but we can't be friends anymore. Because I don't care, and neither should you. That is just a little wonky. We keep getting hung up there. That's not good. So, we're going to come back in here and... Oh, that doesn't help. Let's try. There we go. Okay. There's a long fellow. Oh, you're done building. Let me come see what you're doing. You're ready to head out? Yeah. Okay. So why am I building this? I have no idea. Just so that we can get over to the guard tower. But I think I'm going to try to do something here. I kind of messed myself up a little bit. In the meantime, let's see, what do we have? I know there's... one of you had mentioned there's a whole bunch of railings in here that I completely forgotten about. That go snap to like just about everything. I mean, I knew they were here, just I never remember to look for them. Plus, I hate this. Like, why is this long, but no middle parts? Like, I don't like that. And it doesn't snap either. Fudge. So we're gonna go back to little dudes. There we go. Put that one there and that one there. And I have no idea if I'm gonna keep them, but we're just putting them here for now. But anyway, as I was saying, like, yeah, I know they're here. I just I never use them, whether or not I mod it or not. I just always use other stuff because there's so many other things that, in my opinion, look better. But for this instance, yeah, we're just gonna use it just because I haven't used any of them. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with this area. I guess I could put more flooring in here. Let's go to regular wood floors and get something a little different. There we go. Put that guy in there. And let's see what happens if we come all the way out here. Here. Right now we're just kind of playing around. So I'm thinking I kind of want to put a building here. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. Just got to make sure that it works with the fence, which means we have to scooch these on over. Like so. I mean, it's not 100% necessary. Like, I don't really care if it sticks out a little bit. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm kind of thinking I do want to build some sort of building here as well. Maybe this is... maybe a guard shack. Let's give it some walls. If we can. Really? You're going to snap to everything except for where I want to put you. That's probably because the other wall is there. So yeah, you're just going to keep being a pain. Now maybe we can make it work. Snap to your brother. Not that way. Dingus. Come on. Come on. Play nicely. No, not going to do it. Right. We take that out of the equation. There we go. Then we can come back in and cheat. Like so. Actually, that looks kind of cool the way it sticks out there. So there's no window on that one. But I think there's one here that kind of looks like it has a window. And that sort of does. And I really wish they'd just put, like, some of these flat walls. Like that one there, like, or that one there, like some actual windows on them. Because I do like the looks of them, but obviously we don't have windows. It's not fair. Okay. How far over do we want to extend this? Well, for here, for sure, we want to go along with like that. Such a pain. I don't think that's going to work anyway. But, so let's take that out. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that goes there. And I was hoping it would be over just a smidgen more to line up with the stairs a little better. But I think we can make that work. We can just stick a plank of some sort or some sort of little section. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we just go right into this house. Who cares? It's not making its way in there. Now, do I like the look of that? Sort of. I don't know. All right, let's get some different walls. Let's keep playing around with this until we figure something out. Let's see. You know, I haven't really used any of these. That's kind of a shame. Let's see. That there. That would actually kind of look kind of neat if we built it completely out of the sheet metal there. So let's play around here. So let's all that, take that out, and pick that guy up. Take that out. Really, you're not gonna snap, you son of a monkey's uncle. Alright. Well, let's play around. Let's see if, because these would have to not go like that. Really? They don't jive like that? How lame is that? Huh. Okay. What else we got in here? There's a different... oh, do we need two different corners? Take that one out. Put this guy here. Hey, there we go. Yahtzee. Okay. Let's take that dude out. And we need a door. We have a door? There's a door. Really? Okay. Let's take that out for now. Let's see if we can make that work. Oh, that's going to be a problem too. We might have to extend this over a smidgen. Alright, let's take that out. Let's get our doorway in. Whoop, whoop. There's no half walls either. Ah, this isn't going to work. Ooh, we could just put our doorway here. And then go out that way. Okay, let's keep playing here. No. Let's just pop you down there. And let's start with that. Let's put you there. Whoa, bumping into everything here. Get rid of that dude. Yeah, we're gonna make a tube. A tube home. Let's see. Really? You're not gonna connect to your little friend there? Every which way but the way you're supposed to. Can we do that? Okay, we could do that. Because then we can maybe do this. Okay. That works too. I suppose. Then that makes that obsolete. Oh, cheese and crackers. Okay. Let's get rid of that doer. And pick that guy up. Let's pick that guy up. We're going to keep trying until we get somewhere. And, well, that kind of works. We're sticking out a little there. But we're going to have to make this work. Alright, if we do that, and do that. Okay, then that leaves room there. Then, how do we do the other end? Do we have another cap for the other end? Let's see. That makes it too big. And that's not the right thing. Should have just a regular. There we go. There's a cap. Really? You're not going to snap because of these guys? Alright. Listen, like, I'm doing everything I just did just to try and fit this stupid thing in here. But of course, since we're overhanging, we're going to have to move it all. But that's fine. Because this is mostly experimental playing around until we figure out all the pieces we need, and then we can scooch it on over. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to get ourselves lined up. I have a post in place, or a mat, or however you do it. I'm sure you guys know way better than I do at this point. There we go. This way we're right up against the wall without actually being in the wall. Nice. Now we can take this guy, put it there. Excellent. I might actually change the whole stair layout. Let's put you there. You there. Oh, I don't want you. So I got an idea for design. We'll see if we can make this work here. Yes, back into here, so we can put the railing there. See, now you can see where I'm going. We're going to have our stairs come down to there. So, let's, boop, put that there. And let's see. Oh, they don't even connect to each other. Oh, this isn't going to work. Because they're not going to play nicely. Oops, those are roofs. Roofuses. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't have thought that people might want to connect, like, the bottoms of the stairs to things instead of, you know, just only the tops. Oops. Just makes no sense to me. Game developers, what's wrong with you? You know, if we put that there. Alright, let's connect and then connect. There we go. I mean, that sort of works. Come on up here. Come on up here, and you can go up here. Go pew pew! And then go hide in here and sleep. Kind of like that. But I think I'm going to have to play around with the stairs a little more. There's a whole long fellow. You know what? Now would be a good time to save. Let's go ahead and do a new save. I don't want to overwrite any of my Far Harbor stuff by accident. Okay. So let's see. We got that. Thinking maybe we might put like a table and chair there or something. I don't know. Decisions. I have no idea if I'm going to keep that either. So let's see. What do we have for different stairs? Actually, you know what might work? Let's go back into, yeah, the warehouse. Same thing. Or not. Oh no, I was thinking of the scaffolding. Hang on. My brain no worky. Come back in here. I think there was, yeah, a couple of these like shorter doors. Even that's like pretty long. Well, that actually might work. Okay, hang on. We don't necessarily have to have a 90-degree turn there. We can just do that. And then just put a little section of floor right there. Like that. That works too. Nice. Then we can build another house or two right in there. And I don't think this works, so we're going to get rid of that. Let's see. Let's put, yeah, I like these. I like the ones that look really junky. Okay. And we will be putting like some supports in here to keep it up off the ground. And we also have to come out this way. Now, which way? And then I think I want to have something in here too. Okay, well let's put in our walkway this way. Let's see what exactly we end up with. Let's come back. Barn floors. Yeah, look at those. Forgot about those. Now we'll put a little square dude. Ooh, there's different heights. Ooh, kind of like that though. That's cool. And I think we're gonna keep it that way. And then we're gonna get a little set of wood stairs. Boom. Perfect. Nice. Then we can maybe fit like some sort of long cabin thing here. So let's get some floors in here. Let's start with this guy. Here and here. Perfect. And then we need some walls. Let's put this guy right there. Excelente. Not that guy, because it's going to interfere with that. Ooh, with that house. Very close. We're going to have to scooch this guy forward a hair. Perfect. I don't care if the roofs are touching. That's perfectly fine. You know what? We're going to put the door here. No. Come on. I don't really want to take all of this out. Might be able to get away with just doing that one. There we go. I don't want to have to try to realign my bridge. But I kind of like this. And then we'll put in some walls over here. There we go. I like that guy. Even though you can see in it, we'll consider that a window. And then that guy. Does leave a little bit of a gap here. Not necessarily every space needs to have something, but we'll play around with it. Let's see, we want this here. That. Like that. Yeah! See, now from a distance, it looks like one big house, but it's not. Got two houses. 1, 2. Alright. So, I could put another door here, and this could actually be a business. And then we can have another deck or something. Of course, this would have to come down. Let's play with that real quick. Just to see. There we go. Slap another doorway on that one. Then come back in here. Just need a tiny little section of floor. Like so. And some steps. Of course you're gonna... We don't really... Okay. So, here we go, grabbing onto my post to put that in there like so. I kind of like that. Let's see if we can actually get in. Oh no, we can't. Son of a gun. I could move the steps back. Give us a little more clearance from our melon. Big head's blocking us. Let's try that. Oh, we can just barely make it. That little bit right there is blocking us. Alright, since we're almost done with the video, I've forgotten to mention that I will be on vacation next week, so there will be no video Monday or Friday. This is kind of defeating the purpose of having stairs here. Let's do it like that. Yeah, so I will be on the beach. Mrs. D and I will be on the beach, having fun. We may or may not come back. I'm going to leave that, even though that little bit right there is kind of giving us some problems. I kind of like this idea here. And, yeah, we're going to have to kind of leave these walls here. I might maybe put in some sort of half wall or something. Just to kind of open this up. And, like I said, maybe I think this is going to be like some sort of business or something. But I kind of like that idea. And then, yeah, we got to come down to this guy. You know what? Let's do that real quick. Let's figure out what we're doing to meet up to this guy. I mean, we do have this. It doesn't necessarily have to stay on the angle. I could just put in the regular bridge pieces. So let's play with that real quick. As you can see, it's the same exact thing. Just this one actually has the bridge posts in it. Oh, and we do have to go up. Okay, so let's start on this end first. Oh, we got some glitching going on. Let's put this here. Actually, that kind of works too. And then we can, whoa! Come on over like that, yeah. And then we'll start putting our walls and stuff up on this thing here. Alright, let's see how this looks. Let's zip on up. Yeah, I think I'll keep that. That looks pretty decent. Now we got this whole big space right in here to do some stuff, and then I'm still torn as to whether or not to do another layer up here. Which, again, then I could build a bridge, get over here, but oh, yeah, we do need something, because we got this guy up here. I forgot about that. Because we want fun. And let me turn my snapping back on. And let's see. Oof, that's going to cut right into it if I do something like that. Not the end of the world. Let's see how this looks from in here. Plop. I mean, obviously we'll have to change it up a little bit so it's not glitching through the glass, but we could potentially make that work. But I'm thinking, let's come on up here real quick. Get ourselves up onto the surface. Let's see. How far out do we have to go? Yeah, we kind of do need to have that much space. And then, yeah, we could do something that comes down to there and then goes off that way. So, yeah, okay. I think I'm going to leave this just like this. Obviously, we're going to have to scooch this on over, so let's do that real quick just to get it out of the glass. So, let's go ahead and scooch over. Oh, that might be enough. Let's come on down in here. Stick that there. And almost. Let's, oops. Move that up a few pieces just so we can get to that guy, and then we'll bring that one down. And whoops, let's come on up here. And let's see, how's that look? Oh yeah, that'll be fine. So let's just keep going up. And then get your friend up there with you. And we'll plop that guy back in there. Actually, let's look perfect. And then we will find a way to support that. That's not that big a deal. And then, yeah, that works. And we got that little hole there. Maybe we'll put another stairwell or something and a bridge that comes over there. We're packing a lot into this bad boy. Or bad girl, I don't know. Whatever fluffers your nutter. Yeah. Getting freaky. Nice. Okay. On that disturbing note, I'm going to call this video done. Like I said, next week I will be on vacation, so this upcoming Monday and Friday there will be no videos, but the following Monday after that, shenanigans will resume full blast. And figure out where we're going from there. I don't know. If you guys got any ideas, you wanted to see some sort of type of building or something, feel free to leave it in the comments. Like the greenhouse over there was a request, so yeah, if you want me to do the whole bridge thing and other upper layers, and then you have an idea of like some sort of style or location, feel free to just throw it out there. If I can build it, I will build it, and if I can't, then I don't know. I got nothing. Anyway, that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.